Hey guys, I'm Everton Zaquini, and today I'm going to show you how to improvise over the song Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. Get your guitar and come practice with me. Let's start visualizing what are the chord progressions, then what scales we need to do. This song, Purple Haze, was released in 1967 and it's in the album Are You Experienced? So the key of the song is E major, but right here on the beginning of the song we have this chord which is a E7 augmented 9. This chord is also known as the Jimi Hendrix chord. The chord progression that we're gonna see now is from the part of the solo, which is different from the main part of the song, but some of the scales that I'll show you, you can use as well over the main part of the song, if you wanna improvise over the whole song using a backing track or even with your band. So right in the intro of the solo, we have a preparation to get to the E chord. So we have A, B, and D, and then E. Now, when we play these chords here, I like to think these chords with the 7th. A7, B7, D7. These rock songs has lots of influence of blues, so these classical rock songs, Jimi Hendrix with his influence from blues, these chords will sound really nice. But we can use power chords as well, and it's gonna sound good. After this intro, then we have the chords E, and we have D twice, but one with inversion, D over F sharp, and then D. So E, G over F sharp, and G. 7 to 9, G over F sharp, and G. That's the chords for the solo. Now, if you want to improvise throughout the whole song, you have the other two chords during the song, during the verse. You have the E7 with augmented 9, then G, and A. And you can think these chords with the 7th as well. Or just G and A major. Alright, now let's see the scales that we can use. We're gonna see a few ones. For this song, there are many things that we can apply. There are different approaches, different things that we can use. I'll get a few ones, 3 scales for you to improvise. We can use the other scales as well, but 3 scales is a good start for you to improvise. And also another idea using arpeggios. So on this song, there are many things that we can apply. First scale that we're gonna use is the E minor blues scale. Let's get here on fret 12. I will show you one pattern, but then take a look. You're gonna, when I'm improvising with the scale, you can see all the patterns of the scale on the top of the video. Let's get the bass one. Actually, just with this first pattern, you can do a lot of things. You sound pretty good. This is really nice, and you have this sound from the blues. So this is a good start if you get the E minor blues scale. That's gonna sound really nice. If you're a little bit more comfortable to play throughout the fretboard, you can use the other forms of the scale. Now, one thing that is important that for you to improvise, more important than the scales, is for you to learn phrase and create a vocabulary. I will show you the scale, but learn phrases from these specific scales that you can apply over this solo. That's gonna be much better than you just get the scales and go down and up. Now, over this scale, you can use some classical licks. You sound really nice, like this one. Sounds cool when you improvise with this one, some patterns. You can get the scale and play in one string, or even with the open strings here. That's gonna sound really nice, this kind of phrase, okay? If you know phrasing in another key, for example, E minor, lots of beginner guitar students learn phrase on E minor, transpose and play in E minor, and this way you can use on this song. Now I improvise, and I put the scale patterns for you to visualize as well when I'm improvising, and try to get the feeling, the melodies, the kind of licks that I'm using that you can use as well. Alright, second scale, let's get the E minor Dorian scale. This can sound really nice as well. So the E minor Dorian scale is this shape here. Same thing, visualize the scales when improvising. You have throughout the fretboard, and all the patterns that you get, you'll be with the root note on string 6. Now improvising, use the E minor Dorian, and that you can have an idea how I use the scales, the melodies, and this way you have a reference. Remember, learn vocabulary, learn phrases on E minor Dorian, and apply on this song. Before we get the next scale, if you are liking this video, remember your like is really important, especially on YouTube nowadays. The likes, that's the way that the algorithm you show this video and this lesson for other people. So if you want to help this video, this lesson, if this lesson is helpful to you, give your like also to help other people to find this video. Now third scale, a major scale. As we have a E7 chord, but with a major 9. We can think about the Mixolydian scale. Mixolydian will sound nice, and actually on the solo you can get a feeling when Jimi Hendrix are playing. He get the major third in some parts. You can have this feeling of the Mixolydian. So let's get the Mixolydian scale. I'll get this shape here. Same thing. Root note on string 6, start on E. Now for this scale, I will show you one lick that I have here, but this lick, that's how we build our vocabulary that you can apply in different songs. For example, I have a video that is how to improvise over the song Cocaine by Eric Clapton, and I showed this lick on that song. The lick that I showed on that video is this one here. Both songs are in the key of E, so you can apply the same lick for both songs. It's gonna sound nice, so that's an idea that you can absorb this lick and then you can apply in different songs. So you can use this lick as well for both songs and it's gonna sound nice. Let's see now how it sounds, this Mixolydian scale over this song. Alright, here we have the scales that we can use throughout the solo. We can blend these scales, so you can start using the E minor blues, then go to the Mixolydian, then come back to Dorian. You can change, you can blend them or just use one scale. My suggestion, get one scale or two and that's it. And you don't need to use all the scales throughout a solo, especially because when you're improvising or creating a solo, you wanna tell a story. And if your story goes to too many different places, it can sound a little bit weird, hard to people understand. If you just use one scale, that's fine. Especially because during the solo, you have a short time to tell the story. Now, if you're improvising throughout the whole song, then it's more interesting if you got different scales. Then you're gonna have different sounds, different things happening on your solo, and it's gonna catch the attention of your audience. Now, thinking about chord by chord, okay? So this is for the beginning of the solo, not when we have the E and the D. You can think chord by chord, but it's interesting here when we have the A, D, and D, okay? You can have different approaches. One thing, you can get the root notes here. So A, so you got A, for example, B, B, D, D, and E. As the original solo, you have to start to get some notes going and following a little bit of the chords. Now, you can get different ways. We can get with bands. So A, with this unison band, A, B, D, and E. That's one idea that you can use. You can get here the major pentatonic with the minor pentatonic from this chord, which sounds really nice. So we have the minor blues scale, for example, on A. Let's add the major third here. Okay, this passage. For example, on A, so you can follow the chord. So A, then B, then D, and E. Also, one thing that is nice that you can use is the arpeggios. You can think major arpeggios, some string skipping arpeggios, which is really nice. On A here, we can get here A, then B, and then D, and D. Alright, you can use these arpeggios, will sound really nice. There's one way that I like to use, especially, same idea, when you get something from another guitar player, you can use the same idea. This arpeggio is very common to see Paul Gilbert playing. Okay, these string skipping arpeggios or triads, but also if you listen to the song Get the Funk Out from the band Extreme, Nuno Bettencourt used this idea with tapping. Then B, then D. You can add on E or a different one, or you can just stop on D and go to the idea on E. So when he plays this, it's different chord. The song is G minor, but it's on half step down. So he uses this idea of the chords B flat, C, E flat, and F7. So you can use this idea as well, which is really nice. But on Purple Haze, we have the chords A, B, and D. Alright, here many ideas that you can use over this song. And you can make it simple, use just one scale, but also if you want something more complex, using more things, different sounds, you also have some ideas that you can apply over this song. Now if you want to support this channel, hit the subscribe and also ring the bell for you to get the lessons that I post every week. And leave a comment, I want to know from you two things. What's your favorite solo from Jimi Hendrix? And also, what do you think of this video? Your feedback is really important. Your feedback will help me to improve my videos and also to help me to keep going doing videos for you. Have fun practicing. Thanks for watching. See you next time.